Well, we're back in Warsaw. A strange group of people in the hats just disappearing down there. There's a Portuguese student music group. I've got talking to them on the tram. Unfortunately I didn't pull the camera out quick enough. They're an interesting bunch. Happy? We're in the middle of great sushi at Besuto, which is the best. Oh, even more. Fantastic. Thank you very much. That's all. Thank you. That's quite a lot. 67 pieces. Having a nice evening out today. Early birthday treat. Okay. So, having been to the sushi bar, it's not easy to get out of this tight corner. Here we see the youth of Warsaw enjoying themselves. There's some of the youths of Warsaw enjoying themselves down there, and because I've got darkened screens, which I have at the back more than at the front, but never mind, they can't see me filming them very well. I can't get out of this, and the reason is that they're sitting there with their little legs dangling down off the pavement into the road, and on the other side people are closely parked, so I can't get beyond this situation. Well, hang on, I can't turn there anyway, can I? Because it's not going to work, so I'm just going to have to carry on. This one here, down there in the mirror right now, we'll see her in a minute down there, she's managed to puke up her entire contents of her stomach on the toilet, I say the toilet, not the toilet, might as well be the toilet. Look, she's sitting there, there's her knees, she's got her head in her hands, and she's got the contents of her stomach there next to her knees. She's calling for somebody to no doubt remove her from that situation. She's crying slightly as well. There she is, and she's got that puke next to her feet there that she's done. That's nice, isn't it? There we go. Right, Davey's on the train again. Nice first class carriage into city. It's 8:15 in the morning. Well, it will be when we set off in 4 minutes. Get to Krakow, which is where I'm going, in 3 hours hopefully. Then one thing that I hope to be able to do with the travel time, I don't think that you can use the internet very well on the train, so I've brought a book, my Japanese book, and Japanese in 30 days, which obviously I don't take the title seriously, because it takes you a lot longer than 30 days to learn pretty much any language, let alone Japanese, which is one of the tough ones. And if that doesn't take me there, if I get to the end of it, I've got another one here which is for Czech language, using Polish to learn Czech. And so I'm going to do my gold list system, and I'm going to try and break my record for doing gold list on a train today. And if I get even 175 words done, which is 7 blocks of 25, as you can easily imagine, then that will be a record. I've done 150 before, but that means basically doing about 4 blocks going down there, about 3 blocks coming back. I'm trying to do 4 blocks going down and 4 blocks coming back, do 200, and do a good solid break of my record, and that will be a good use of travel time to learn languages. And this illustrates to you how you can use even time that you wouldn't otherwise be productive with. When you're putting the book into the gold list book for the first time, then you need 2 books with you. But for distilling, you usually, a lot of the time, you only need the 1 book with you, because you're going from top right to top left to top right, then down there, then down there. As you can see, this part's distilled off a long time ago and is in the second book. I call the first book like the bronze book, the second book the silver book, and then the gold list is what you then get if you get onto the third after getting that far. That's the solid gold, difficult to learn vocabulary. And so as you can see at different times, usually with dates on when I start a new day, here, here, here and here. I don't know if that the ring there's a kind of ring on my camera here. I don't know if it's on the monitor or on the lens. I think that doesn't seem to affect it very much. So I think it's actually on the monitor that I can see a ring already here on this Vado, but hopefully you can't see it on the version that you're looking at on YouTube. So as you see, this is how I do it. Starts up that side, goes there. It's a smaller amount once it's distilled, because it's only the words that haven't remembered themselves that you find out after 2 weeks they haven't remembered themselves. Then down here is the next lot after another 2 weeks, sometimes longer. In this case I've left it even well, nearly 4 months, and then finally a smaller amount there. So the words which were hardest to remember from here are done. And when you actually distill it off to the next book, if you like to, you can always do a little check to make sure that the words which were in the original list, which you haven't got in there, that you really do remember them. You can always do that check before distilling it onto the next book. But probably it's not even necessary to do that, but if you feel that it adds to your confidence in using the system, you can always do it, and you'll see probably that yes, you remembered them. If you can remember something for 2 weeks in language, you can usually remember it passively for basically that's it. You've remembered it passively, and you can activate it later when you need it in the course of 3 days. So and that's how this system works, this gold list system. If you're not sure what I'm talking about when I talk about the gold list system, then look up gold list system on my channel or on the internet, and you'll see more discussion about it. Third parties have picked up on it. Some of them are fans, others a little bit skeptical, a little bit critical maybe, but you know, in the main the response is good, and people can use it on a practical basis, and of course it's perfectly free. It doesn't involve you buying anything that you can't buy in a normal shop. I don't get anything from you for using the gold list system, except you know, the hope that you'll acknowledge where it comes from, if you and not make money out of it yourself, but pass it on freely for other people. So that's basically what I'm going to be doing in the train today, using the gold list system for Japanese and Czech. Yeah, that's I'm just showing this low cloud because it looks just like the old cloud you get just over a tornado. You can tell a storm certainly seems to be brewing.
Здесь так отрадно, так светло. Я поцелуями покрою уста и очи и чело. Я поцелуями покрою уста и очи и чело. Не уходи, побудь со мною. Я так давно тебя люблю. Тебя я лаской огневою и обожгу, и утомлю тебя я лаской огневою, и обожгу, и утомлю. Не уходи, побудь со мною, пылает страсть в моей груди, восторг любви нас ждет с тобою. Не уходи, не уходи, восторг любви нас ждет с тобою. Не уходи, не уходи. Восторг любви нас ждет с тобою. Не уходи, не уходи, побудь со мной, побудь со мной.
Romance. There's the spring. Romantic. Two dogs having a good old go at each other. And the man is so happy. I mean the man dog, not the man, not this man, he's not quite so happy. He's giving his bitch such a hard time now. He gave him a right old whack, he did. The owner of the male dog didn't get in the least as anywhere near as annoyed as the owner of the female dog. Which is funny, isn't it? That anybody would have thought that the owner of the female dog had got himself a bit jealous there for a minute. He got into a right old rage and gave her a right old pounding when he got hold of her. Anybody would have thought he was married to her. Whereas the owner of the male dog wasn't in the slightest bit worried really, just come on, come here, you've had your fun. Oh dear, oh dear.
Ready?
Yeah, well there's a birthday girl.
This is my birthday.
Is it?
Yes.
Wrong month.
Sing everything for me.
Sophie!
Come on everybody. This is my birthday, it's not your birthday.
Alright then, Sophie.
A gdzie twoja kończy się?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sophie. Happy birthday to you. Well done.
Mogę jedną truskawkę.
To było po angielsku wieszania, 100 lat po angielsku to było, wiesz? Dobra,
Tak, bo my nie ograniczymy sobie na roki. Tak, bo Anusz Widelec to my możemy mieć na przykład 105, bo już w dzisiejszych czasach taka technologia jest medyczna. Po co się ograniczyć do 100, no? No, to 100 lat to jest troszkę, no, ja nie lubię to, bo to troszkę ograniczyć. No to dziecko, które dzisiaj jest urodzone, musi myśleć na to, że będzie miał 110 albo 120. Po co tyle, tylko 100, no?
Też chcę jeszcze jeden cukier.
Very nice looking cake. Happy birthday. You've got the chocolate bit with the happy birthday on. Yeah, that's lucky, isn't it?
tak, to mnie podostajął. Co już piące? Komu nasz
Smaczny?
Ola? Masz, nie?
A dlaczego tylko jeden świec?
No wystarczy
Masz
jeden.
9 lat.
To ma 9.
No.
Jeszcze będzie 9 dorosła.
Sophie.
Dziewczęta! Chodźcie tu!
Śpiewałaś 100 lat, tak?